Hey, I'm Will from Cardboard Minute. We're going to take a look at Warp's Edge, a one-player game designed by Scott Almes. He's better known from the Tiny Epic Games series. But today we are playing as a spaceship fighting against a series of alien craft and a dangerous mothership who is waiting at the edge. The only thing we have at our disposal is the ability to stun enemies with lasers, maneuver past them, build our bag full of tokens so we can get stronger, and travel back in time if we fail, but not die. Let's head down to the table. I will teach you how to play. I'll run through a solo game, and then I'll give you my review. So first, in order to set up the game, you're going to choose a spaceship that you will be playing as. You're going to take the tokens represented by the symbols shown on the spaceship board, and you're going to fill the power trays, P-O-W-E-R, with the corresponding tokens. Next, you're going to select a mothership. The mothership, well, there is a number of different ones in the box, will all dictate how many regular ships will be built in a deck of cards. We are going to start with like the red ships first, randomly selected from the ones available, then orange, and then yellow. We have some explosion tokens to show what parts of the mothership we have destroyed. And then when we're ready, we're going to draw 4 cards to make a line of ships that we're going to be fighting against. Set your energy shields and your hull damage tokens at the top, but not on top of the little pictures. You actually have to have them on the numbers for them to count. This is important. And then you're going to draw 2 skill cards and choose one of them to keep, discarding the other. You're also going to take one of your signature moves, which is the gold chip from your corresponding ship chip. They're a little bit different for each of your ships. And you're going to add that in your bag, as well as all of the tokens that have a white border. And lastly, place the warp token in the first slot on the mothership. You could alternatively choose to read through the Singularity solo story, which is a little bit of like a choose your own adventure story that really just kind of picks ships and motherships for you along with a little bit of a story. So it's fun to play, but not necessary. In order to play, what you're going to do is you're going to draw from the bag, which I'm just going to simulate because I'm trying to set up how to explain the game here. You're going to draw 5 chips from the bag and put them into a pool. If you had any chips that were saved from previous rounds, you can use those as well or swap them out for other ones. The special ability of the Artemis is being able to hold 2 chips. There's a possibility of different ships having different abilities as well. Then you're going to spend those tokens, kind of however you choose. And once you've done spending the tokens, the enemy ships will attack you. And then you draw 5 new tokens and start over. If you are unable to draw 5 new tokens, then you have to travel back in time because you were not able to beat the mothership. Now, what happens when you travel back in time is any ships that have been put in on the display or discarded by being destroyed will be shuffled together, so they'll be a little bit more randomized this time, put back on the deck, and you advance the warp token, and we put all the player chips back in the bag. Except with, of course, the ones that you have removed from the game. So first what we're going to do is we're going to look at how cards work and then how to read the motherships. Now, the ship cards can be dealt with in 2 different ways. Either by meeting the red symbol, shown here, the little red spaceship, by playing that many number of lasers or the amount of total damage from lasers, or the blue, which means you will maneuver past that ship. If you are able to meet or exceed the number, then this card will be discarded and you will get the bonus shown below the method that you use to take care of that card. In this case, it is a P, which means I would take a P from the specialty chips and add to my bag. It could be one of the other letters or a number of other bonuses as shown on the back of the rulebook for easy reference. Sometimes there are other chips too, like some of the basic shooting laser chips or energy or the maneuver chips. Now, whenever you assign a token to a ship, put it below it at the start because you will be trying to keep track of which ships you have damaged during this phase. Same thing for maneuvers. So I'm just going to place some of these out like this. Now, what I've done here is I have dealt with each of the 4 ships. None of them have been destroyed or maneuvered past. However, they are all considered stunned because I have applied a chip to them this round. Careful, there are some special abilities that will not let you stun or will damage the ship without stunning it. If you stun it, it will not attack you. However, any ship that was not stunned will deal damage to you based on the number of little fireball symbols that we've seen here. When you take damage, first your shields will take the damage, and for each point of damage your shield takes, you have to remove one of your chips from the game, from your discard pile. So this is important. If a chip is on a ship, then you're not going to remove it because it's not in your discard pile. After the shields are gone, you can then lose hull damage. You can, however, when you're spending tokens for actions, use energy tokens. For each point of energy, you can heal 2 shields. But unless you have a special card to do so, you're not going to heal the hull damage. So again, any ship that you have not dealt with is going to shoot you. And then, if any ships have been destroyed, you'll end up refilling and draw 5 new tokens. You can not only save the number of tokens shown in your hold between rounds, anything else just gets discarded. Once you've gone through again all the chips in the bag and you are unable to draw more, at that point you have to warp back in time. If you die, however, you've lost the game. Now each mothership acts a little differently. Some of them will be constantly attacking you every round, and some of them, like the Dread here, this is the easiest and most simplest to explain. This ship can only be attacked or only attack you if all of the ships in both the line and in the deck have been destroyed in a single warp phase. So you have to be able to burn through all of these before you could even attack the mothership. The mothership has its own method of being attacked. Again, it could be different depending on the ships. In this case, for example, the mothership's left side needs 6 laser attack. And if I destroy that, I get a reward, and I can put a damage token. Now, when the mothership gets damaged, the damage stays there. Even when you warp back in time, when all the other ships get shuffled up and put back on top of the deck, the mothership damage remains. Be careful to read all of the description from the mothership because all of the motherships will act very differently and provide a unique challenge in the game. Next, whenever you return back in time, you will then also, when you proceed to the next warp, you will draw 2 skill cards, choose one of them, and discard the other one. Now, how do you skill cards? As well as how to get more tokens. So you can get more tokens by rewards, but you can also buy more tokens by spending energy, which is the green chip, by discarding it, and the cost of new chips are all shown underneath, and you can add those directly to your bag once you buy them. To use skill cards, the cost is usually shown in the top right. Sometimes if the border is surrounded in red, that means that you have to remove that chip from the game in order to use it. Otherwise, for example, the upgraded battery here costs 1 energy to use, so discard that. And then you can turn the card sideways to show that it has been used this round, and it will not refresh until you warp back in time. Then it will come back. And that is pretty much how you play the game. So we're going to go on with a solo game here. Now, I've already kind of set up the basic Dread mothership. Again, this is the easiest one to run. The other ones do get very interesting, and I'll talk about those in my review. I'm going to put the 10 starter chips in my bag, including one signature chip. Make sure it's well shaken up. I need to choose my starter skill. I think I'm going to take the upgraded battery, because I like the idea of that. I can use an energy to activate it and assign energy tokens as laser tokens this turn. And energy tokens assigned this way count as laser tokens until discarded. So this allows me to actually, build up some energy a bit, so I can buy more and more expensive stuff. But they won't go to waste if I get too much energy, or if I draw energy and I don't need it. I can just use them as lasers. So let's begin. Every time your row has less than 4 ships, you will draw more and add them to those spots. Make sure you fill them from left to right, and not shift them around, because the order is important. So let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chips. This is excellent, getting my signature chip right off the bat. The Artemis is really good upgrading. So what this one does is enhance, choose energy or laser. Exchange any number of tokens of that type from your pool with tokens of the same type but the next higher value from the supply. So in this case, they would go back to my pool. I unfortunately drew 2 energies and only 1 laser. I would have loved to upgrade my lasers. But maybe if I can defeat one of these guys, it gives me more draw. No, I can't. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my signature chip to upgrade my 2 energies from a 1 and a 2 to a 2 and a 3. And yeah, I guess they do get directly upgraded. So let's switch these out. And now I can even use them right away. I will have a bit of a dilemma where I'm not going to be able to deal with all these guys. So let's see here. Let's, I can activate my battery, but I still think I'm going to take 3 damage, which is not a good sign from the start. So let's upgrade. Let's use my battery. I'm just going to assign a chip there should I've used it, but it will be discarded. And then I'm going to use my 3 energy chip that I've just gotten to destroy. I think I'm going to have to combo a little bit here. So let's get the Viper. So the Viper is going to get destroyed, and he's going to allow me to draw 3 new chips from my bag. So I will be burning through my bag fairly quickly, but maybe it'll let me stay alive this round. And I think that's good. It will. So now we need to maneuver past the Reaver. So in turn, discard all laser tokens from this enemy. We can, I think we can completely deal with these guys. Let's put the 2 lasers on the mercenary, and then when he dies, he gives me a 1 point energy. And 1 maneuver here, which gives me another 1 point energy. This is probably not ideal that I'm getting all energy. And then 2 maneuvers here, which takes care of the Reaver, and that lets me draw 3 new chips from my bag. So this is kind of a bad idea here, because my bag is essentially going to be empty. And I can't even attack the mothership, because this one requires all enemies from the deck and the row have been defeated during the current warp. I cannot even damage it. I only have 1 energy left in my name. So I think we're already kind of stuck there. I mean, I did kill some things, I got lots of energy, but that is it. So since I am unable to, let's see, let's do it in order here. I'm going to save these 2 chips, discard that one. Now the turn in the round is over, draw 5 new chips. Uh-oh, I can't. So we are going to turn back time here. the warp is going to progress. We're going to put all of my chips back in the bag. We're going to take the cards that were revealed and shuffle them, put them back, unactivate my battery, and then let's get a new skill card. So let's see, we have Cleanerbot Steve. Return 3 tokens from your discard to the bag. Oh, that could be good, especially since I have a lot of a lot of energy right now. Or evade one enemy but did not gain the evade reward. You know what? I'm going to take Steve. Steve sounds like a good buddy. He's going to help me out here. Let's redraw my 4 enemies here. And start over a new round. So I got quite a lot of chips in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could use the battery again and just deal with a few of these guys, which may not actually be a bad idea. Let's do that. I'm going to use my battery again. And we are going to, let's see, let's do 3 damage to him, and then that means that I will get one of the P tokens. So these ones are pretty cool. These are the photon blasts. So it says it places token between 2 adjacent targets. It counts as 2 lasers against both. When one of those targets is defeated, this stays with the other target. So what this is going to do is you can put it in between. It's going to count as 2 damage to each of them, but then the token is going to move up. And you know, I should have mentioned earlier in my explanation, tokens do not get removed until the ship is destroyed. So that's going to go in the bag. And that guy is destroyed. And now let's see here. I can still do damage with this. So let's do 2 damage to the scout. So he's going to get destroyed and going to get a small laser, which I need some lasers. I'm going to... don't necessarily want to kill these guys. You know, I'm going to purposely not kill the Viper because I don't want to draw tokens and not being able to use them right now. And I will, however, kill this guy. So he's going to give me a 1 energy chip. It's going to go in the bag. All right, these are done. That's the end of the round. Let's draw some more chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And refill spaceships. So I'm already off to a better start than before. I've gotten a little farther, and I've got still some chips in my bag. You can kind of count what's left in there. I think I've got enough to go another round. So this is going to go up, and now let's... I can't use energy like that anymore. I can, however, spend 2 energy here to return 3 tokens from my discard to my bag. So let's do the best energy and the best laser. And now I have to deal with these guys. I think they're gonna hurt me this round unless I can get some draws. Let's do another damage to him. So that's 2 damage, and then he allows me to draw 3 from the bag. And hopefully I don't just get all energy. Maybe I should have done that later. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. Okay. So I could do... Yeah, let's do 4 against him. And then draw 3 more chips from the bag. 1, 2, 3. It's too bad I got the P token now because I can't really use it. You know, and my upgrade, my enhance, is useless because I have nothing to upgrade. So let's use the 2 damage to split in between here. So it's going to kill the Venom and get me an O. Which the O's is Overdrive, actually. Place this token between two adjacent targets. It counts as one maneuver against both. When one is destroyed, it stays with the other one. And I am actually going to bank 2 of these since I can. This is gone, by the way. And I'm going to maneuver past the ghost and take a 2 energy. Put that in my bag. So you can see the game is escalating already. Now, am I able to draw 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, there's just 5 left. This may not certainly be a good thing, though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, because they're all going to have a shot on me before the end. So let's upgrade. You know what? Here we go. Enhance. And I can take any number of tokens that type and upgrade them. So 1, 2, 2, 3. Well, the 3 is already max. So the 2 2s are going to go up to 3s as well. And the 1 is going to go to a 2. So let's just put these back, 1 and 2. Now that is a ton of energy, but I don't know how I'm going to leverage it to actually survive this, because they're going to hit me hard. Let's start with upgrading. So it costs 3 energy for level 3 laser. So let's get 1 laser, 2 laser, and maybe we should buy one of my special abilities. Let's get, what does W do? Warp ahead, draw 3 tokens. Okay, let's spend 3 to get a W, because it lets me draw more from my bag. These are all going in. Now I can use this maneuver to pass to them. Something's going to hit me. So let's see. The enemy deals 4 damage to your shields. If your shields are 0, it does 1 damage to your hull instead. That's not good. I think I'm going to have to stun these 2 guys, because it's either 4 damage to shields, which means I have to lose 4 chips, or 3 damage. So this guy deals 1 damage, so stunned, it does 3 damage instead. Okay, so I'm going to stun the Shade. While this enemy is in play, all tokens cost... Oh, shoot, I missed that one. All tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. This energy can't be stunned. So I'm actually short a couple energy. Let's put that one back. 3, so this will cost, instead of cost me 6, that will cost me 8. I had 9 here. And then 3 more, or 2 more, so I can get something that costs 3, or actually 2 in this case. Let's take a maneuver. Sorry, that's my bad. I should have read those first. And the ability cannot be stunned. So now I am going to stun him for his attack, though. So I'm actually only going to take 1 damage from Vengeance. And I have to trash something. I'm going to lose the 1 point energy, because that's not helpful. I have so much energy right now. Then, end of round, I'm going to try to draw 5 tokens. And I can't. So I'm going to warp back in time. Re-add all these tokens back to my bag. A lot of energy, but not a lot of damage right now. I need to fix that. And then all the cards in the row, as well as the ones that I've defeated, are all going to get shuffled up. So every time you go back in time, everything kind of gets jumbled around a little bit, which is it's pretty cool, but it's also dangerous, because I could get some of the most dangerous guys right off from the start. Let's get my abilities back and draw 2 new ones. Let's see, I have the old necklace. Ignore all mothership attacks and abilities this turn. Ooh, that could be good. Or draw 3 tokens from the bag and add them to your pool. Also good. This mothership is not especially dangerous compared to others. I'm going to use the asteroid run. Okay, let's draw 5 new tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get some new ships to fight. Torment, Siphon. That's the one that deals 4 damage if I have shields left. Vengeance and Mercenary. Vengeance is the 1 damage, but if stunned, it does 3 damage. So I have to take care of him kind of in a one shot. All right, nothing increasing my cost, so I'm going to go ahead and spend that 3 now. And yeah, let's get a triple laser. I'm going to need some firepower to kill these big guys. And I might save that 2 for later. Okay, I can deal with... I can only deal with one of these guys. You know what? Maybe I will use my asteroid run now and draw 3 tokens from my bag. So then I can hopefully deal with all 4 of these and then them end up attacking me. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So I will use the double damage on the 2 damage on those guys and the evade on those. But now I can finish evading him. So he's gone, and I'll get a 1 laser in my bag. I don't want him to stay stunned. I gotta get rid of him. So let's do 4 damage outright to him. And that is going to give me a level 3 laser though, so that's quite nice. And an extra escape maneuver, let's put on him. All right, so they're dealt with. That's good. These will move up. We're going to get 2 new enemies and draw 5 more chips. All right, I have my warp ahead that lets me draw 3 more. I think it's probably a good time to use that now. One, two, 3. Okay, at the end of each turn, discard all laser tokens from this enemy. That's fine. I could power up my battery so I can start shooting things with energy, but I think what might be even better is to refill my bag with some of my specialty tokens because I've got a couple of good ones out. Let's finish off these guys first. So this is 2 damage, 3, 4 damage. So he is gone, and I have to draw 3 from my bag. I don't want to overdraw though. And let's see, he's got a maneuver on him. Let's do, let's see, 1, 2, and then bring that up to 8. Sure. So 8 damage. He's gone, and since I destroyed him outright, I get a blue token and increase my shields. So back up to full. Now I gotta deal with these guys. And I could just maneuver past. Yeah, let's maneuver this guy. And 2 damage to him, which gives me a little 1 token. Destroyed. And I still have 5 power left. So let's spend the 3 and grab another one of these double damage tokens. By double damage, I mean attacking 2 neighboring spots. And I'm going to save. I'm going to spend the other 2 energy to activate Steve, my good buddy old Steve here. And let's put some of these specialty tokens and maybe the strongest laser back in the bag. That's probably a good idea. All right, so he is stunned. I pass the round, but I have to refill. I'm not quite far enough to beat the boss yet. I wonder if I can last another turn here. I'll need more tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's a 2 maneuver. Yeah, let's do another maneuver here, and then another maneuver on him. So they're both gone now, and that'll give me a 2 laser and a draw 3 from the bag. Oops, too many. One, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's see here. I think I'm trying not to overkill these guys, so I still have enough tokens left for later, you know. Because I don't have 1, 2, 3. I only have like 3 tokens left in the bag, which is not good. That means I have to destroy. I have to put tokens back in pretty quickly. So I think I'm going to do my upgrade on the 2 and grab a 3. I'm going to spend my 3 energy to get another 3 put in the bag. And let's stack these guys up here. So there's 4 damage. How many do I got left in here? You know, I might as well just count 1, 2, 3. I only have 4 tokens left in here. I need to survive another round. 4. If I kill him, that puts 1 more token in the bag. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll save that one. I'll kill him. So that gives me a blue and more shields, which I don't need more shields. But the blue token could be my saving grace here. So he is gone. And I'm just going to bank these 2 because I can. He's stunned because I've dealt damage to him. But then I move those up. And we've got 4 guys left. And I don't know if I can beat them all in 5 tokens. Let's see here. While this enemy is in play, all tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. That's fine. I'm not buying anything anyways. So he's got 2, 3, 4. I need to be able to maneuver a little bit here, I think. Oh, hold on. I can maneuver him, or I can maneuver him. But I gotta think about damage. This will kill him and put an O in my bag, which is quite useful. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put an E in my bag, which is my specialty. Special E. And I need to either win this or survive. See, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not quite enough. And I'm not going to have enough tokens. This is going to be tough to beat. Okay, let's get past him for 2. And he gives me level 2 energy. Put it in my bag. So here we are, 2 damage. 5, 6, not enough. Okay, we're gonna have to finish the round, and I don't think I got enough new tokens. I did not. So close, I got through the whole round, which means I'm gonna have to completely destroy the boss in the last round. Because if you remember, this boss can only be destroyed once all the other bad guys are gone. For very challenging. Okay, so zoom back in time. Put all these tokens. Look at the size of this thing. Look at all these tokens. Start off with 10, and now there's like a fistful. Pretty fun. All right, these are rolling back in. Reset my helpers, Steve, my battery, my asteroid run, and all the ships are being shuffled up now. So who knows what kind of order they're going to show up in. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, some pretty bad ones right from the start. We're going to get 2 skills. Choose one. Okay, here's an example of the red border, which means that this chip will be destroyed. But in step 3 of each turn, prevent 1 damage. So this will be a permanent activation. Which is pretty nice. A target requires 1 less laser to destroy this turn. Well, targets require. Yeah. Prevent damage or the 1 less laser destroy. Well, that's pretty close. I might do the 1 less laser destroy. That might just be the difference to get me over the hump here. All right, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I've got some good maneuvers right from the start, but not the best maneuvers. So I could draw 3 tokens using that. Any abilities I could use? Yes, let's just stall first here. So maneuver, double maneuver, maneuver, and then second maneuver. Beating this one gets me another maneuver. Put that in the bag. And then maybe I can stun these guys. All tokens cost 1 extra energy to buy. This ability cannot be stunned, but he can be stunned. So let's stun him, save the energy. Okay, next round, we got 1 new card. Did I draw too many again? I did draw too many. Okay, just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no, not these ones. Okay, let's maybe bank those for later because they're not super useful right now. I somehow need to survive these guys. Anyone let me draw more? No, I could use my asteroid run, could be handy. I could use the targets require 1 less. No. Okay, let's use asteroid run. So draw 3 tokens from the bag. 3. Okay, this might be a good time now to use one of my signature tokens and change these 2 1s for 2 2s. So now we're getting somewhere. Things are still more expensive. I should probably take care of him first. So there's 5 damage. Destroy him, and he gives me a 2 attack. Bag. And now I have to deal with the rest here. So none of them have any problems with being stunned. I could just stun them. I already have 1 stun on him. 3. Oh, no, yeah, the 1 less to destroy could be good. 1 less lasers to destroy this turn. Oh yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm going to stun him again, so he's at 6 damage. And I'm going to evade and save. I want to save it. I want to spend it. I'm going to spend it. Get the 3, and let's do more lasers. Yeah, more lasers. Come on, lasers. I need a ton of lasers to destroy the boss. All right, they're all dealt with. Let's move up, draw a new card, and 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Okay, I could. Oh, here we go. Evade them. So he's now fully evaded, and I get a 1 laser. He has 3 evade. Let's give him his 4th. And he's to evade him. He's going to give me a 3 laser and a new evade. Those are going to go in the bag. And then I got to deal with these guys. I could do. Yeah, I'll just destroy them. So 2 damage to both. And he's dead. And he's going to get me an E, which is my specialty. I think I used that joke already. And let's. I'm going to use my other upgrade. Doesn't take much to kill. But the 3s are nice. You know what? I'm going to use my upgrade. Trade that 1 for 2. And just poke him. And off he goes. And my reward is a 3. Perfect. I'm going to bank the last triple laser. Oh, you want it? Okay. Draw a new set of bad guys. 2, 3, 4. There's still 2 more left. I keep drawing the bad guys before I draw the cards. I should draw the tokens first. Okay, not big lasers, but these are little guys. They should be okay. I could use my battery or even the bright red jacket to spread out the damage. That might let me finish them off real quick. Okay, bright red jacket. So they're gonna take 1 less to destroy. So he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. And he's not quite dead. This turn. Okay, so that was pretty good. I'll save the energy. So let's see here. Destroy. Get a P. Put it in the bag. Oh, he's gonna. Okay, you want to save that one. So he's gonna get destroyed. And let me draw 3 in the bag. I keep overdrawing. I'm trying to go fast. All right, there's 3. He's gonna get destroyed and draw 3. I don't necessarily want to draw this many though, because I'm gonna burn myself out too quick. Yep. And then 3, 4 to kill him, and that gives me a blue in the bag. Now, unfortunately, I have all these lasers. I'm wasting them. So I'm going to save those. I'm going to spend my 2 on a 2 laser, because I need lasers for the final encounter. And unfortunately, these ones are wasted. All right. 2 more guys. So as soon as I kill them, I can start attacking the boss. And the boss is going to attack me too. So 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, easy. Okay. 1 on him. He's goners. He gives me a little 1 green chip in the bag. And let's see, 6, 7, 8. Or do I want to try to evade him? Evading him would be better because he gives me more lasers, but yeah, I think we're going to have to, let's spend, spend the 3 on the bot to put 3 tokens back in. So let's take my multi-laser and 2 3s, put them back in the bag. And then we'll do 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. to him, getting a blue maneuver and back to full shields, which already kind of was. This is getting out of hand. Look at all these things. And then, you know what? The last 3 energy, I'm just going to take more lasers. Throw them in and save the 1. Oh, no, you know what? I don't want to save the 1 because now I'm fighting the boss. And now he's going to full on go all out on me. So let's stun one of these. And then the other ones are going to hit me for 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. All right, let's get rid of some smaller chips here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter which ones I get rid of because I can't go back in time again. This is the last round. It's do or die time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do another 3 here, and then maneuver. Save that, and save that. So I'm fine, I don't get hurt. Next round, how many chips do I got? Oh, it's gonna be close, I think. It's gonna be close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use my specialty chip to draw 3 more. Oh, is this gonna be it? Yeah, actually, you know what? I should see how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? I'm not going to use my chip to draw 3 because I will lose if I do that. All right, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 damage between them. We have now destroyed the first compartment. And the reward is a triple laser. Okay. We're going to do another 2 damage to here. Save that. And let's do 3 damage there. So it's 5 damage. And let's upgrade my green 1 to green 2. And then spend that on a 2 energy, 2 laser. Okay, so there's definitely 5 chips in here now. 3, 4, 5. And now I'm going to use my triple. Draw 3. Maybe I should, you know what, I'm gonna wait again because I don't have enough. All right, so these are gonna move up. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's destroyed. And this side's at 4. Oh yeah, here we go. And 3 more. Destroyed. Done. Boom. All right. Pretty close. I only had 2 more chips left in my bag, which were some lasers, but that was pretty close. I nearly completely ran out of power and and failed, but I did. So let's head back up and I'll give you my review. So you will notice that if you're watching my playthrough, I did forget to mention that any chips that get placed in order to stun will then get moved up to the top of the card, showing that that ship has damage still assigned to it, but it won't be stunned anymore. So for example, you know, if I stun the siphon with a 3, can this be stunned? Yeah, so if I stun this with a 3, it won't attack me in that round. However, at the end of the round, the damage moves up the top, showing that he will attack me the next round, but he still has 3 damage applied to him. And once he's been destroyed, those tokens will go to my discard pile, and we continue. All right, so on with my review. I love this game. Scott Almes has always just made extremely unique games. All of the Tiny Epic games in the Tiny Epic series are totally different. Uh, they're all good games. I wouldn't necessarily say they're all amazing games, but there are certainly amazing ones, and I know different people prefer some over the others. But Scott has always taken some very unique mechanics and developed them into or applied them to the themes in ways that work. I mean, they are slightly strange, right? Like the idea of time traveling does kind of work in the sense that you are refilling your bag and then starting over again, and things get jumbled up. So it is a bit of an extrapolation, like how much of it is they massage the theme to fit the mechanics, or do they make the mechanics fit the theme? I'm not really sure. But either way, it works. There is a great sense of progression in the game where you are getting skill cards to give you more abilities, you're upgrading chips, you're getting new chips. I started off with 10, and by the end, I had this like huge pile of chips. The first warp phase, I couldn't even, like, I barely even got far enough to damage the first like 4 ships. And then the second phase, and then even the third phase, I didn't even damage the mothership at all. So I had to do everything on the final round, and then I just barely pulled it off. And it is a rush. There is like lots of big moments in the game, lots of nail biting moments where, a bunch of guys appear or the boss suddenly attacks you, and I took 4 damage all at once. And 2 attacks like that, and I probably would have been out of the game. But it was fun. It's super fun. The abilities are neat. Each ship has its own set of chips with some overlap between them, but generally there's a handful of chips that are different for each ship, so that every ship you play with has a different feel. The Artemis is pretty balanced. He has lots of upgrades. He probably prefers like a larger bag full of chips. There's like a good amount of shields and hull damage, but there's no other special ability. Where there's other ships that come in the box, a total of 4 to be exact, where the game is completely different. Was it the Hermes has a huge amount of shields, but he actually makes it harder for you to win. It's harder for you to destroy things. Then you have, the Achilles, who has almost no health or shields at all, but when he dies, he automatically triggers the warp. So you don't even have to worry about him dying, and you're just trying to get to the end. The ships are very different and unique. There's enough of variety in the minion ships that I've only used about half of them in this game. So there are certainly some that especially the bigger ones, like the red difficulty level ones, that will have special abilities to them, or things that make them hard to kill. And then, of course, there's the bosses. There are 5 different bosses to choose from. You've got the one I just played. You have a double boss where you have to fight them separately, and then they both do special abilities that affect each other. You have bosses that hurt you constantly, and instead of having to destroy everything in order to fight them, they are constantly fighting you. And my favorite, but also one of the hardest, is the giant ship that transforms into a giant mech. It's just cool. Now, I have heard that there is a older Kickstarter upgrade pack that upgrades the tokens into plastic discs. I think that'd be great if you can get a hold of them. They are nowhere to be found now, so hopefully they come back to a future Kickstarter or web store at some point, because I'd love to have the upgraded tokens. Not that these are showing wear, they're pretty nice tokens, but it'd just be nice to have and be able to pull them out of the bag. Maybe I'll put them in coin capsules or something later, but I don't think it's really necessary. It works quite well. And the skill cards, there's plenty of skill cards for more variety too. Some of them have some interesting strategies to them as well. So there's a lot of great choices there too. So yeah, I am going to really give this game a high recommendation. If you like deck building or bag building, this game is definitely worth your look. It is solo only though, so that has to be something that you were interested in. And because of that, it's not going to kind of pull its weight in multiple ways. It is just strictly a solo experience. But as you saw, it's not especially long, and there's enough variety that you're going to keep coming back to it. There's a little bit of memory in terms of remembering what some of the specialty tokens mean, but you only ever have to remember 5 per round. The game component qualities are quite nice. There's like a nice bag just in the retail version. The trays come with the game, and everything gets stored nicely. And even the inclusion of this little choose your own adventure story. I did play through it a couple times, and the story is okay. It's fairly well written, and it lets you make some decisions that could lead you towards different bosses or using different ships. And it just gives a little more flavor and a little more of the hero sense to the story. And I think that's cool. It does what the series, the hero series, is set out to do. It makes you feel like a hero. You feel like you're piloting the ship against all odds with nothing but your time travel device and some small lasers, and you're up against big motherships and waves of aliens. So very cool. Check it out. Thanks for watching my review. Let me know if you've played any other bag building games or if there's any others that you'd like to see. I do have a couple, like Orleans and Quacks of Quedlinburg. If this is a mechanic that interests you, tell me about it. I'd love to hear about some of your favorite bag building games. And again, thanks for watching. I've been Will with Coverman.